Hey, what's up, YouTube? Brian Fagioli here, and today I'm answering a question I get from a lot of people. They say to me, Brian, I bought the Raspberry Pi Zero, a little $5 computer, and I want to get a case for it. However, the computer itself only costs $5. What's the best case I can get for the Raspberry Pi Zero without breaking the bank? And I'm here to tell you that I found the perfect solution. A piece of American cheese. So I'm going to show you how to turn this piece of American cheese into the perfect case for a Raspberry Pi Zero. Alright guys, let's check it out. Okay guys, so there's the Raspberry Pi Zero. It's a $5 computer, so a lot of people probably won't even bother putting a case on it, and I think that's a big mistake. You still want to protect your investment. So what I've discovered is that a piece of American cheese works really good as a case for the Raspberry Pi Zero. Now, you can use cheese from a deli counter like Land O'Lakes or a Stop and Shop brand, but that's really not the best option. I suggest using Velveeta, or in this case, I have a Kraft Single. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully remove the Kraft Single from its packaging. If you have a static bag, you can use that to protect the American cheese. I'm going to put it right back on the plastic to keep it nice. So now the Raspberry Pi Zero, as you'll see, it fits on there pretty well. So what we're going to want to do is just kind of smush the Raspberry Pi Zero into the cheese. Awesome. Looks good. We're going to take a butter knife and we're just going to slice off the piece that we don't need. Now the cool thing is that you can now eat this piece of cheese. It's delicious as a Kraft Single. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to fold the American cheese over the top of the Raspberry Pi Zero. Like so. Now it's important to smush the cheese right onto the board. This should help with overclocking, as the cheese will, it'll kind of absorb some of the heat. Okay. And you just want to go around it and kind of smush in the cheese. And the cool thing is you'll see that the ports are still exposed properly. See, we're just going to go like that. Perfect. Now, what you can do if you want to pinch the sides as well, this will also help cooling, as it'll lock in the power of the cheese. And we're just going to go around the sides. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the final product. So there you have it, guys. We've used a piece of Kraft American cheese, a Kraft Single, to create a really beautiful customized case for the Raspberry Pi Zero. As you can see, it's very streamlined. All the ports are exposed. Now, if you are a developer, the GPIO pins, you may want to take a butter knife and just kind of slice into the board. And if we pull this off here, along the lines, we can kind of get to the back of the board here. Okay. And you can eat this cheese too. Even though it's touched the board, it should be fine to eat. I'm just going to cut a little bit more in here. Okay. And if we pull this piece off, oh, this is so perfect. There you go, guys. There are the pins, as you can see. So the American cheese is protecting the bottom of the board, it's protecting the top, but now the pins are exposed for developers. Now this is a developer hack only. If you're not a developer and you're not going to use these pins, I would suggest, just leaving the pins covered up. Awesome. Now, of course, because this is a perishable product, you'll probably want to keep this in the refrigerator when not in use. However, it should be fine. Cheese lasts longer than other deli products such as bologna or ham or turkey. American cheese will last a lot longer. Kraft Singles, in my opinion, are probably the best cheese to use with the Raspberry Pi Zero. So there you have it, guys. If you have any questions about this video or about using a piece of American cheese as a case for the Raspberry Pi Zero, please leave your comments please leave your questions in the comments. I will put a link in the description of where you can buy some Kraft American cheese singles. I'm sure Amazon might have some in their pantry where you can get some cheese delivered. Just, make sure before you start you have your American cheese ready. Like I said, have a butter knife ready to use for, putting it down to size. You can also use this for a Raspberry Pi 3 or 2 or even the original Raspberry Pi. Again, though, that those boards aren't flat. This one is flat, so this is probably your best option. So if you have any questions, please leave them below. But as you can see, this is the absolute best Raspberry Pi Zero case I've ever seen. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.